in an article discussing 10 shows that could not be done today. Among them were two of them that I actually take a little bit of issue with. Or one of them I understand, but I think understanding the context of it, there it may be a little bit more progressive, especially for the time, than people give it credit for, or at least the humor is not what people think. And then the second one is one where their take was not about what the show is, but what they think the show should be or should have been. And that's always a what that I don't think that's great analysis. First, the the 60s television show I Dream of Jeannie, the two main arguments that this show was bad was the fact that it was a blonde white girl playing a creature of Middle Eastern mythology. Fine. That is that's easily fixed in the casting. Find a Middle Eastern girl or somebody that passes for Middle Eastern. Cool. The other aspect of it is her being submissive to Major Nelson. Here's the thing, she wasn't. In the pilot episode, one of the first things that Major Nelson did was he freed her. You know, Aladdin style. Hey, you're free. I don't need a genie. I don't need a slave. But her culture, who she was, made it so that uh, she wanted her goal, her proactive, what she felt her duty was, a duty she would gladly perform, was to make him happy. So even when he told her not to, she'd often cause trouble because she was still trying to do things for him he did not want done, and he freed her first episode. That kind of humor, I think, can be tweaked, modernized, and you could probably even make her a more interesting character if she was more. You can make her a strong character that still wants to do that and maybe tweak it and maybe come up with something interesting and new that honors the past. The second one that I just think was a horrible take was Happy Days. Because it was nothing about Happy Days that was the problem. The problem was it wasn't a completely political show. This is the type of thing about not being politics means it's politics. Not talking about a issue every single week means it doesn't care that it supports things or whatever. No, it Happy Days was just meant to be a mostly fun show. Occasionally they touched on social issues. And saying that audiences would want it to cover that, I find it highly unlikely. This sounds like a person in their own social circle who does not know what the general population wants. That being said, am I saying a show about the 60s dealing with social commentary won't be popular? Am I saying it won't be respected by both your general audiences and your uh, left wing progressive types? No. I'm saying a show doesn't have to be worth making today. They were saying in no uncertain terms because it took place in the 60s, it should be talking about their issues. Now, it's not Happy Days they're complaining about. It's Happy Days not making them feel good about themselves for believing important things, even if I agree with those important things. Not every story is about what you want it to be about.